If you ever wondered why is he like that, that's why. That tiny one right there, yeah, that belongs to him, if you're cis. All he's got to work with is this little itty bitty thing. It's not his fault. He doesn't want to be stupid. He doesn't want war. He wasn't built for violence. Science made him this way.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor The Fiend back again with another response video. And guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe on your way in, and don't forget to subscribe to our newest member of Fiend Gang, Detective Warg. His channel will be linked in the video description. But without further ado, let's jump into the rest of today's video.
You know what? That thought did cross my mind, but then I remembered that I was perfect, so that can't be it.
This is the attitude that a lot of modern people have in their relationships. They always seem to think that the problem is never them. It could never be me. Look at all these guys blowing up my inbox. When in actual fact, a lot of these individuals are some of the most narcissistic and entitled people that you will ever meet.
Hey ladies, do you want to know why your man won't talk to you? And you're not going to like my answer. But if you listen for 60 seconds, I can help you. I've been counseling men for over 40 years, and you want to know what they tell me as to why they won't talk to you? You're not going to like this, but it's the truth. It's your attitude when you ask your question.
Have you ever considered?
I find it funny how, like, even though he says attitude, the first thing that she does is show attitude and just instantly prove him right. There are many reasons why a lot of dudes are choosing not to date or not to take relationships seriously, whether that be marriage laws, you know, common law marriage crap like that, or just the narcissism going around. But it's always funny when you hear a man try and explain his perspective, and then the first thing you see the woman do is just prove him utterly correct within 5 seconds.
That your wife has an attitude because you make it so abundantly clear that you don't care about what she has to say? Because it's easy to blame the attitude, but you have to at least question where it came from. Listen, here's the thing. Sometimes a question isn't a question, and it's just an attempt to start a conversation. And how sad is it that someone would have to ask you a question in order to be acknowledged? But even if it is a question, let's not act like women have an attitude the first or second time they ask it.
All right, settle down, Aristotle. So the funny thing about this situation is, so she tries to make the point that, you know, women in marriages and women in relationships, well, they have an attitude because the man doesn't care about their opinion. You know what I see, guys? I see a lot of men, in fact, the majority of men in relationships are out here trying to make women happy, trying to do everything to make them happy, trying to pay for the roof over their head, try and chip in with the housework, trying to get the kids to school, all of this crap, trying to do everything for her, with no gratitude at all. You see what I'm saying, guys? Where it's funny how these girls will say this, like, oh, men don't care about our opinions. The majority of men care very much about your opinions. They do everything to make you happy, and that's the reason why you don't respect them. That's the reason why you give them attitude. It's like, it's interesting to me how you can see a dude who's highly attractive, super successful, will give a woman absolutely nothing, yet she'll respect and give him no attitude. Meanwhile, her husband, she'll treat him like absolute garbage and, you know, treat it like the best thing ever when she gets a divorce and takes half his crap.
Because the frustration doesn't come from the question. The frustration comes from having to repeat it. Because even if it's not the same question, it's usually centered around a recurring problem in the relationship.
Yeah, and about these recurring problems, guys, listen here. If you're a dude and you're working, you're paying the bills, you're paying the house, these girls can have all of the recurring problems that they want outside of your life on the streets. I've never understood why men will go through all of these things. They will go through all of these issues and then not just kick the woman out when she shows bad behavior like this. You know what I mean? And there'll be dudes literally paying for houses for single mothers and stuff like that. And then when she gives him attitude, he'll sit there and go, you know what? You're right. I could do better. No, 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 no. She needs to get the hell out of your house.
You know what? That thought.
Relationship. Let me give you an example. If your wife is constantly asking you to pick something up from the store and you never do, then she's probably not going to be kind when she asks if you remember to grab milk on your way home. Do you know why? Because you continue to show her that her words aren't important enough for you to remember. And of course that leads to...
Maybe he's doing other things, like, I don't know, working. Maybe he's doing other things. Maybe you should go and pick up the groceries. It's like interesting, and mind you guys, it's funny how like you get into these situations, and even if the guy were to get the crap, there's still some other issue anyway, because the issue isn't the fact that the guy forgot to pick up milk, or he forgot to pick up bread or anything like that. It's that she doesn't respect him because she still thinks that he can do better, and he's capitulating and trying to do everything for her. The guy can do everything right. How many times have you guys been in a situation, right? Maybe not all of you, but probably a lot of you have been in a situation where it doesn't matter, even though 5 women who watch this channel, okay, you can be doing absolutely everything for an individual, but it doesn't matter because the respect's not there. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't matter because the respect's not there.
Resentment, because she doesn't have the luxury of forgetting to do something. Because if she does, then your kids don't eat dinner and you don't have clean clothes for work the next morning. But think about it. The only consequence of you forgetting to do something is that she has to pick up the slack. You have to understand that a lot of women spend all day thinking about everyone but themselves.
You could pay me millions of dollars and I would still not spend a relationship with this woman. You could give me an obscene amount of money and you could not make me listen to this woman for more than 10 minutes. Like, you just can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, guys, when I record these videos, sometimes I'll see the TikToks and I just can't. I'm just like, not today, you know? That's why oftentimes these days I've been batch recording the videos, is because I can't listen to this garbage for too long. I cannot imagine how this woman's assumedly ex-husband feels every day having to talk to her. It just amazes me.
And it's hurtful when you feel like one of those people can't even be bothered to think of you back. Attitude usually doesn't come from a place of rage. It usually comes from a place of hurt.
I don't care where the attitude comes from, you drop it. You're an adult, you're not a child. It's like, if you don't want to be treated like a child, if you don't want to just be ignored, or if you want to be respected, maybe come to someone not with attitude, not with entitlement, not with narcissism. I'm pretty sure this woman has been divorced, and that's what her whole TikTok is basically about. It's just endless content for me, so I'm not really complaining. Like, her videos, guys, we've used this woman's videos multiple times because each one of them is just content for the channel. And this woman is actually very, very large on TikTok, by the way. This is not some small creator. This woman has like thousands of likes on every single video that she does.
And feeling like you don't matter to the man you love is hurtful.
If you ever wondered why is he like that, that's why. That tiny one right there, yeah, that belongs to him. If you're cis, all he's got to work with is this little itty bitty thing. It's not his fault. He doesn't want to be stupid. He doesn't want war. He wasn't built for violence. Science made him this way.
Why are videos like this allowed to like completely fly absolutely everywhere, where women are just straight up calling men dumb? And it seems to be perfectly acceptable. It's pushed in the algorithm. But if I don't dance around like any negative adjective to describe a woman, like, I'll get 50 warnings on my channel and they won't even tell me why. You know what I mean? It's like all of this crap about talking negatively about men is totally appropriate, totally fine. You'll find tons of comments saying, yes, queen, I agree, all of this kind of crap. And it's just pushed out there in the algorithm. And people want to pretend as though this hasn't got some sort of agenda behind it.
Oh, he doesn't want to be stupid. He doesn't want war. He wasn't built for violence. Science made him this way.
Remember Ellie from high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, her boyfriend dumped her.
How do you know?
Oh, I can just feel it on her Instagram page.
I don't know.
I know. But I'll text Tina to confirm if you don't believe me. Confirmed. I didn't even need to text her. It was
I can
so
feel a migraine
obvious.
coming on.
Caroline's pissed at me.
Really?
Pissed. Yeah, because she texted me this morning and she said hi instead of hey, and I was like, I'm gonna find out why. Give me your hand. Give me
Why?
your hand. You're gonna get married in this calendar year.
I don't even have a boyfriend.
Trust me, it's going to happen. I can feel it, I know it, and I love it for you.
You know, I understand this woman's being satirical, but that last point is actually kind of concerning. I see this quite a lot, where a woman will get to 26, 27, 28, 29, you know, she'll get up into her 20s, And what she'll do is she'll go out and she'll get with a dude who she hasn't even been with for a full year. And then she'll try and get that guy to marry her. And a lot of guys do it because women are trying to cash out their chips. They're trying to leave the dating market, trying to, you know, check out before they can't check out anymore, so to speak. And that's actually a really scary thing. Like, people say that men are predatory, right? Oh, men only want young women, right? Men, as if it's got anything other to, you know, to do with than anything other to do with beauty, right? But nobody talks about how predatory it is for women to go out here and to rope in a man and get married to that man within a year. Right, fair enough. The guy is silly for doing it. Absolutely silly. Don't let him off the hook for it. But nobody wants to talk about how that's predatory in any way. Or women going after divorced men because they know that they're vulnerable. Like, we don't hear about any of this stuff at all. But it's just completely societally normal, and everyone seems to be perfectly okay with it. I don't think it's romantic. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it is a good idea to get married at all, let alone within the span of just 1 year of meeting somebody. Especially considering, like, the women are high 20s when they do this. Now, maybe if you were a younger couple, it's a different story, right? You're actually getting married at a young age, trying to have a family, crap like that. But, like, these older women who try and rush out marriage, like, you didn't rush out commitment before. All of the dudes that you went through in your 20s, you couldn't care less about their commitment. Well, you could, but you just, you know, you could never get it. Yo guys, it's Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode. Before you go, remember to subscribe to our other Fiend Gang members. Their channels will be linked in the video description. Our newest member is Detective Warg, so make sure that you go and show him some love. He's putting out daily content for you guys. Also, one of the characters I use and also a lot of our thumbnail artwork is done by an artist called The Gecko Ninja. He's absolutely fantastic, and his socials are going to be linked in the video description as well if you want to commission him for some amazing art. Otherwise, take it easy, gents, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.